Hi, this is Charting Man Dan of TheChartGuys.com, home of technical analysis education. Click the link for a free week trial, no credit card required, and gain access to our multiple live broadcasts daily, community chat room, educational videos, nightly watch lists, and more. Invest in your education and future and join the community today.
Hello everyone, looking at the biotech sector, we'll look at XBI, IBB, LABU, LABD. So starting with XBI, we're in a tightening range. So we had the 2 days of the Clinton dump after the tweet, and the 6 days since then, we're trading within the range of that last day. So tightening range, reaching an equilibrium, so to speak. And the two levels I'm watching are the 50-day moving average support, currently 59.55, and the 10-day moving average resistance of 61.23. So a close above the 10-day in the middle Bollinger Band will be looking bullish, and a close below the 50-day we're looking bearish. So no clear direction over the past 6 days. We certainly know the direction was for the bears after that Clinton tweet, but in terms of now that we've settled down, we don't have that clear direction just yet, so we're requiring some patience for it to play out. The weekly time frame still looks nice and healthy. After a couple rejections from the 100-week moving average resistance, we know that's a very key level that once the bulls get above it will be a very bullish sign. But 4 weeks of pullback, holding the 10-week and the 50-week moving average supports of 58.95 and 60.17. And watching just normal healthy consolidation, you can see the whole way up in pretty much the past 7 months, 8 months, we've seen higher lows and higher highs, and the consolidation has always led to higher highs. So we're looking for that to be the case here to keep that pattern up. And as long as we don't see a dump and lose some of these moving average supports, that is what we're going to be looking for. So there's a different setup with IBB, and that is because we have the 200-day moving average as resistance. You can see very similar, still within the range, and in fact, let's look here, 278.90 and 278.60. So we have already broken to lower lows on IBB where we have not for XBI. So big difference there. We still have the 50-day support, the 10-day resistance, but that 200-day as resistance, you can see the XBI is well above its 200-day moving average. IBB on the weekly, very similar with those 4-week pullbacks, but it doesn't have the clear higher low, higher high pattern. There was a lower high and a lower low thrown in the mix there. So I like XBI better, and the difference between the two is the biotech sector in the S&P 500 compared to the biotech in NASDAQ. So let's now look at LABU and LABD. LABU's chart always looks very similar to XBI, which is what it is tracking. So LABU, we have very similar 50-day moving average support, 10-day moving average resistance, still within the range of that final Clinton dump day. And the weekly chart, very similar. 4 weeks of pullback, still holding key support, although we did close a little bit more convincingly below the 10-week moving average support. And that's likely due to some time decay with 3 times leveraged ETF that XBI is not subject to. So the 50-week resistance we're watching for the bulls to get over to continue to the upside. In terms of LABD, it has been in a nice little uptrend, holding the 10-day moving average support, rejecting from the upper Bollinger Band resistance, but you can see that is trending to the upside. So looking to see as long as these 10-day and middle Bollinger Band supports hold for LABD, the bulls are in control of the daily time frame. But you look at the weekly and very clearly, the bears are in control of the weekly time frame. Lower highs, lower lows, just a 4-week oversold bounce it looks like with 10-week moving average resistance. We'd have to get all the way up over 48.74 to start breaking the lower high pattern, which is a 100% gain from here. So trend isn't going to change anytime soon for the biotech bulls to take hold. At this point, it's just an oversold bounce after hitting new all-time lows. So I give the bulls a slight edge due to market conditions, the chart setups, and I'm liking XBI over IBB, and we will see how that break occurs. It's likely going to occur this week. Tightening range, 50-day support, 10-day resistance. We'll check back in. Thanks for watching. Have a great long weekend.